The Holy Gospel according to Luke, the 12th chapter. Jesus said, "Do not be afraid, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give alms. Make purses for yourselves that do not wear out, an unfailing treasure in heaven, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Be dressed for action and have your lamps lit. Be like those who are waiting for their master to return from the wedding banquet, so that they may open the door for him as soon as he comes and knocks. Blessed are those slaves whom the master finds alert when he comes. Truly I tell you, he will fasten his belt and have them sit down and eat, and he will come and serve them. If he comes during the middle of the night or near dawn and finds them so, blessed are those slaves. But know this, if the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an unexpected hour." The Gospel of the Lord. One of those interesting things about doing funerals for unchurched people is finding out how they became unchurched in the first place. Some fall away after the children are grown. Some are the children of those people and stop going because their parents did. And others leave because of a bad one. So it was with a man whose funeral I presided over. He was a Catholic. His wife was a Wisconsin Synod Lutheran, and neither the pastor nor the priest would marry them unless there was a conversion on one of their parts. He had to become a Lutheran, or she had to become a Catholic, or there would be no church wedding. That was 55 years ago. And as I pointed out during the service, to a pastor who has stood on the altar next to many Roman Catholic brother in the ministry and has had the same happen here at St. John's and presided over weddings together, this seemed like a story from way back when mammoths roamed the earth. Nevertheless, more than half century ago, an otherwise great guy slammed the door on the church with the words, "I didn't leave them, they left me." And he never went back. And you know what? I couldn't blame him. And I bet neither can you, because all of us have had our tough times with the church. There are moments when a pastor goes on what I call a sermonic bender. I admit to having these on occasion myself. Sermons that make us angry. There are moments when members of the church have fought over silly stuff. Moments when people have stormed off in a huff during a meeting over something we have said and we don't even know what it is. That, my friends, is a part of life and a part of church life. Dr. William H. Williman, in his book, What's Right with the Church, noted, "The search for a perfect human community is always illusory. One cannot sustain such a hope for long. We are humans, and our communities inevitably reflect our humanity at its best and at its worst." Williman's observation was echoed by my preaching professor, the Reverend Dr. Ernest T. Campbell, the former senior minister at the Riverside Church in New York, who said at a commencement address at Garrett that to expect perfection in any of our institutions is folly, but to expect it in the church is fatal. That's what happened, it seems to me, to someone who otherwise appeared to be a very nice man. He expected his church to be perfect. And when it was not, he left. Such divisions are not unexpected. Jesus expected them. And all of us know that what Jesus was saying is true. For we have received that, oh, you poor boy, oh, you deluded girl, look, when we have said that we were going off to church on Sunday morning, and that we take our faith very seriously. William F. Buckley Jr. perhaps said it best when he summed up life inside and outside Washington, D.C. by saying, mention you are a Christian once at a Washington, D.C. cocktail party, and you will draw stares. Mention it twice, and you will not be invited back. Mark Shields, like Buckley, another faithful Roman Catholic, but on the exact other side of the political spectrum than the late Buckley was, said once, Washington is a place where everybody is supposed to belong to a church, but nobody is supposed to go. This puts us in a very odd place, because for many of you, church was a part of life. It's what you did on Sunday morning because it's what your parents did. Actually, when I think about it, my family was about a generation and a half ahead of its time. Back in the 50s, everybody else on the block was going to church. But my band of what I affectionately called Dakin Street Druids were doing what most people are doing today. Reading the paper, having a leisurely breakfast, puttering around the house, and back in the 50s, probably watching a test pattern on television. It wasn't that my family was divided from our church-going neighbors. It's just that they exhibited a stunning ability not only to ignore their behavior, but not have them affect ours.